Alrighty guys, what's up? It's Pixelated Apollo, and today we have a special guest, DelaneyG, one of the donators of the Total War podcast / website. So thank you for joining me in this 2v2 battle.
Hello.
Hello. So we are playing on Morocco, I do believe, right?
Yeah, Morocco, the king of the hill map.
Yes, exactly. We were really concerned at this map that they were gonna hill camp, but they had some honor and they faced us pretty close here.
Yeah,
so.
they were pretty good for doing that.
Yeah, I was relieved. I was like, oh, thank God they're not up this hill. It's gonna be ridiculous. But I am playing as the Spanish, and you are playing as Scotland. So
boys in blue.
Yeah,
represent
the boys in blue and their kilts. And all that jazz.
They're beautiful.
The blue painted faces. Very nice. So I guess we'll go ahead and go over army comps. So starting with my Spanish army in the front lines, I've got 2 crossbow militia. Oh, by the way, the rules for this battle, I always forget to talk about the rules. The rules, there was not a lot. It was only 6-2 cav, and that was it. You can bring guns and artillery. And the money was really low, 10k per player. So anyways, in the front line, I've got 2 crossbow militia, and I have 2 Pavis crossbowmen, so I'm bringing a good number of crossbows. And for my infantry lines, I've got 3 units of sword and buckler men. I think they have some armored upgrade, or maybe not. I don't really remember. And then on accident, I brought 3 units of dismounted chivalric knights. And it's funny because you were checking out my army during this battle, and you're like, oh, you brought some chivalric knights? And I was like, no, I brought feudal knights. And then I'm like, wait a minute.
You were wondering why your army was so small.
Yeah, I was wondering why I couldn't bring a lot of cav, because I was like, well, this doesn't seem right. Well, I brought more expensive chivalric knights. And yeah, well, you know, it's a good mistake, you know, it's not that
Yeah, you know, just a few heavier guys.
Yeah. Alright, so looking at the final section of my army here, the cav, I've got 2 Knights of Santiago, and they have armor, or they have weapon upgrade, and I have 2 mailed knights, and I think they have weapon upgrade as well, and I have a general's bodyguard with the general in it. So let's check out the boys in blue here.
Boys in blue, represent.
Represent.
In the front lines, I got 4 Highland archers. Beautiful, beautiful unit.
Very nice.
Kilts. Right behind them, got their brave pikemen ready to defend their bare behinds.
Yeah, good positioning.
Sitting back up on the hill, I got 5 dismounted feudal. Beautiful.
Yes.
Then I got 2 Galaglites as a anti-cav unit. And for my cavalry, I'm being a bit sneaky here. I have a general's bodyguard unit without the general, with 3 feudal knights. And then my general is a noble swordsman on foot, trying to just stay out of the way.
Yeah, I actually really like this because it's so sneaky. So you're just trying to trick the enemy and thinking that your general is in this unit, but really he's just one of the grunts in the front lines fighting it out in the infantry battle. It's kind of like someone. It reminds me of like Troy when I forgot one of his like, I think it was like some family member. I forgot. I don't know. Have you seen Troy?
I haven't seen Troy.
Oh,
but
man. It's a pretty good movie. But anyways, Brad Pitt, I think his like cousin or younger brother. I always forget their. Well, anyways, he dresses up.
He dressed up as the general?
Yeah, he's dressed up
nice.
like Achilles, and they kill him, and they're like, "Oh my God, they just killed Achilles," but it ends up being not Achilles. So that I don't know why, but that strategy reminds me of that.
Bastards.
Yeah, tricky. Those Greeks. So let's go ahead and check out the opponents. We have the Hungarians here. The Hungarians are commanded by Thiago or Her Thiago. He's got in the front lines, he's got 4 units of feudal knights and 4 units of chivalric knights, dismounted of course. And he has 2 units of crossbowmen. So he's bringing a couple of skirmishers. He's got 3 units of Royal Bandrium, a very awesome cav, very cheap and effective. And and 2 Hussars, another great cav unit, very fast, deadly charges, and a general's bodyguard. So, and there's his general.
Big rush build.
Yeah,
here.
definitely going to be an aggressive build here. And the lack of skirmishers is a good indicator that he's going to be in your face.
Yep.
So you want to look at the small French army here?
Very small.
Yes.
The French 872nd Duck in Infantry Squad. What a mouthful of a name.
Yes.
He went with quality over quantity. He brought 3 dismounted chivalric knights with full chevron upgrades, 1 dismounted feudal knight with full chevrons, 2 Scots Guard, 2 Aventuriers, and Apollo's favorite, the Serpentine.
Oh god, yes. The artillery and pitched battles.
For his cav, he went pretty cheap on his cav. He bought 2 merchant cavalry militia. Pretty, not so great unit.
Yeah, pretty useless, basically.
Way off to the right, he has chivalric knights with, again, all chevrons with his general in it. So we got 2 dismounted generals in this battle.
Yeah, sneaky, and he's kind of hiding behind this little bush here, and he's like, maybe they won't see me. I'm just one of the chivalric knights. I'm not a general. But yeah, he's definitely putting all of his money into his infantry, like a lot. Like I'm guessing 3 chevrons and fully armored weapon and defense. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting tactic here. So we're going to do something a little bit different. This battle is extremely fast, and there's so much going on at one time. We're going to focus on the single, like, this is almost like a 1v1, but with 2 people, basically. We both face our opponent kind of alone. So we're going to focus on one engagement. We're going to focus on my engagement against the French. And then once that battle is over, we're going to focus on your engagement, you against the Hungarians. So it's going to be a little bit different, but it's the best way to do this, I think.
A lot of action. Lots of action.
Yes, indeed. Alright, so this is where I move forward my crossbows, because I realized he doesn't really have an archer force, so if I can get a lot of harass off early, that'd be pretty great.
Yeah, his archers aren't in the best position either. They're behind his infantry, under the hill. It's not the ideal spot.
Yeah, and they're behind, like you said, they're behind the infantry, so they can't really get a clear shot. And then he's moving forward his merchant cav here, and I was worried that he was going to charge into my archers. So I move forward my cav.
Yeah, it only looks like he's forming up, though. Didn't seem...
Yeah, he was just setting up, and I was like, alright, we'll go ahead and fight. Since he's so far away from his infantry, they can't really help out, so I felt like my cav would easily win this engagement, so here they go.
And against merchant cavalry militia, it's generally it's a win.
Yeah, in most cases.
It's an easy win in most cases. Look at that. They've already broken.
Yeah, they're already shattered. And I felt good about this because look at all this cav I have. I can just hammer an anvil and charge anyone that I want freely. Usually when you're outmatched in cav, you want to play more defensive with them and stay close to your main body. But look at this. I'm charging into his archers.
That happened rather quick there, but I guess you pushed up your general with your cav, and...
My general got sniped by the Serpentine, which is always hilarious because I always talk bad about bringing artillery to pitch battles, but artillery is the ultimate general sniper.
It's like your general turns into a magnet. It's just, there's nothing that can be done.
Yeah. It's madness. Now the infantry are colliding. His infantry is better than mine, but I do outnumber him, and my cav is free to hammer an anvil. That's exactly what they're doing now.
Oh, that's gonna be a good charge.
Oh.
Oof.
Yeah, those male knights, do not underestimate them. They are pretty deadly force.
Looks like his cav came back.
Yeah, some of his merchant cav. So my general's bodyguard is going in there to take care of them.
To avenge their fallen general.
Yeah.
Look at that. They're fighting right over the body. Oh, so sad.
That is very sad.
Look at that in the rear. All his archers are just scrambling for the hill.
Oh yeah, I'm just running down his... So that was a really quick battle. It just shows how important Cav is in this game.
Oh yeah.
Cav is king, and he's also running his general away. So I'm just trying to quickly kill his general. All right, so
His general.
Oh, go ahead.
He's fighting like a champ though.
Oh yeah.
Usually they would run.
He's completely surrounded, but he's fighting like you said, a champ, a hero. But basically, this battle is over, and we're gonna go ahead and restart the video and watch the engagement between your army and the Hungarians. So let's go ahead and do that now.
Alrighty.
All right, here we are on the other side. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Just interrupted your intro there. So yeah, go ahead.
No, it's alright. So immediately I was gonna rush my archers forward to help you with the French, but then I saw just it was like the Mongol hordes from from the Eastern European states riding towards me, so I had to peel some back.
Yeah.
That was scary to watch.
That was originally our plan to double team the French, but the Hungarians, they were smart enough to rush forward.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm scrambling to get all these pikemen set up, and just the horde.
Beautiful pike line.
Oh, it's beautiful. And his cav is coming around the right side, so I think in all my genius that I'll just charge my cav into his, and it'll all end up good, right?
Hopefully, but you know, feudal knights versus royal.
Feudal knights are. Oh no, yeah, they don't stand much chance.
No, but hey, it's a noble, brave decision.
It's noble, and I charged in the this general's bodyguard unit, and he put 2 units on it, hoping to slay my general. So that tactic kind of worked out, I guess.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna destroy this cav unit, destroy the general."
No such luck.
Galaglyke are there to help rescue your cav because they are outmatched.
Oh, they're getting encircled too. It's
oh yeah.
Not looking good for these poor feudal knights.
They're holding though. They are holding.
Oh no, yeah, they're. Boys in blue are doing us proud. You just rammed his general. He's just continually just pulling back and charging in. Right now I'm a total mess. I'm scrambling all my troops. His infantry is here. It's a big mess.
Yes, and you are charging infantry in now.
And now I made a mistake charging too much infantry forward, and his hussars just got a perfect charge off on my archers.
Oh yeah, that's right. Since he, see, it's kind of opposite over here. Since he won the cav engagement, he's kind of free to run around and get some charges off. But overall, you're doing well, and you're holding them back against this horde of Hungarians.
It's going pretty well for the most part. Look at this. I see in the back you're starting to send your archers towards me.
Yeah, so at this point I was pretty much winning against the French, so I was sending some reinforcements over to your side to help you out.
Oof. And the hussars hit the other flank of archers. Ouch.
Yeah. But they're gonna get nailed with bolts here from my hobbies, so hopefully they kind of die off here.
My horseman finally broke, and now his cav is just free to rain havoc on my flanks.
Yeah, he's really doing some work against your Highland archers there, but...
Oh yeah.
But you're protecting your flanks, you know, you're preventing him from getting any kind of hammer and anvil strikes in, to the most part.
Well, here comes one now. The hussars are hitting my general in the back. I don't think he noticed it was my general, though, because at this point, I think in the chat he was asking, like, where's your general? Why didn't he die?
Yeah. Yeah, I always thought it was funny. And we just, like, gave him a winky face, like, you will never know. And here's my general's bodyguard coming to protect your general because, well, they don't have a general to protect anymore.
Yeah, I was a little scared for my general there because he went from a full 60-man unit down to 19 in one charge.
Yeah, Cav is so deadly. But we've got another Cav battle going on here.
Yeah, at this point, most of your troops at least are coming over to help. You still got some French.
Yeah, there's a couple French just, you know, trying to stay alive and running away, but
Oh.
They're not a concern anymore.
Right now, it's just a big cluster of infantry.
Yeah.
To be honest, the fighting looks
epic.
pretty cool though.
Yeah. Oh man, these moments, just love this game. It's just so awesome.
Just pan over and just watch it.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do strategically, but just pray.
Yeah. I mean, even if I didn't come over to help you, I think this would have been like a very close match.
I think if the French put up a longer fight, I would have broken just before you came over, but you saved my skin here. The boys in yellow.
Yeah, the boys in yellow. Which is funny because yellow and blue, both primary colors. So there you go. I don't know what that means, but there you go.
Just the triad of colors.
Yeah.
Will rule.
So yeah, finally my infantry shows up. They're pretty tired from killing all the French, but
it's worth it though. They're thirsty for Hungarian blood.
Yeah, they are. But man, this infantry fight is going
so
on
intense.
Forever. Yeah.
It's just a stalemate.
And
I like here.
Oh, go ahead.
On the left, we just got tired of his crossbow unit, so we just charged all of our skirmishers in to fight it.
Yeah, my general's bodyguard is killing them as well. So this was the final push, and once we defeated all the Hungarian cav, we were free to flank around, get some hammer and anvil, and he is just completely breaking at this point.
It looks like 6 units are fighting to the death in there.
Yeah, we respect that, but we'll give him a quick death.
Here he admitted defeat.
Yeah.
Just let his men fight it out.
And then if we look back over on the French side, I left some cav to run down these Aventurier, and they're putting up a fight. They're doing a pretty good job too.
I'm surprised too, because they lost their general already.
Yeah.
So they're just fighting to the death. This hill is their final resting ground.
There we go.
There we go.
He admits defeat. And that is the battle. That was a really fun battle. That was really tense on your side there, that infantry fight.
Very fast-paced.
Yeah, you definitely brought a larger army.
Oh yeah.
Compared to most other players here, so you went with more of a quantity. So what do you think you could have done, better in that situation?
Better?
Yeah.
Not engage my cav so early. If I tried to maybe lure the enemy into my pikes, that would have worked out a lot better.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think like if you waited a little bit longer for your Galaglike to get there, a little quicker. But other than that, I mean, you did pretty well. I think another thing I noticed that your pikes were getting a little out of position, but
yeah. I mean, it was a lot of overwhelming, just quickly trying to micro everywhere to prevent getting encircled. Oh, yeah. It was horrible.
Yeah. So yeah, you got 325 kills overall and got 96 prisoners. I think you would have gotten a lot more, but most of them surrendered at the end there and just broke.
Yeah.
And then we have the Hungarians getting the most kills. Because
they destroyed me.
Yeah, he was facing your army, and your army was pretty large, so that's why he got a lot of kills there. And then the French getting only 218 kills, and I got just under 500 kills 500? There.
Nice. But that's a lot of prisoners.
Yeah.
You're going to get a hefty amount of gold.
Ransom, yeah, definitely. So thank you for joining me, man. Thank you for donating.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah, I truly appreciate it, and it was a lot of fun. So hopefully we can do this again.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, no problem. And we'll see you guys next time.
Adios.